Hello, collective. It's Tan from Artemis Oracle. It's just waiting to see if audio is working. Just wanted to do what's coming out reading. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Okay, let's see what's coming out reading. Yeah. So, see something. With some music on. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm curious to know what's going to come out for us for today, or whenever you happen to come across this video. I have my Lenormand deck out. It's the Lenormand deck. First card we have is Bouquet. Bouquet is a very positive card. It implies that something positive, unexpected can come to you, a gift. It could be a bouquet of flowers. It could be surprising news. It could be someone expressing their gratitude towards you, gratitude or appreciation. Some of you may even be becoming a bride. And if you are, congratulations. I wish you a very long and happy, fulfilling, and transparent relationship and marriage. Okay. No, I'm going to take it out because I took it out. I want to see what comes out in some. We're going to leave it at that. Yeah. So the bouquet. This is indicating really good news. Number 9. 9 may be significant. September may be significant. That may be a life path number. We currently are in the year 9. Let's see, 9 is about almost completing something, almost reaching the finish line with something. Okay, the card shows a radiant bride holding a bouquet full of blooming flowers against her belly. Behind her, a full moon envelops her with its protective and beneficent light. This bride won't throw her bouquet around, for her bouquet is meant for you. Each of its flowers is a blessing that is about to embellish your life. Everything is going to be fine, and you ought to rejoice. Welcome with gratitude this period of splendor and joy. And there's a secret question. What is the kind of happiness you're wishing for right now? Because the 9 is a wish fulfillment. You know, when we think of the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles in Tarot, and if you think about numerology, 9 is the last number. You know, it starts off with 0 and then 9, goes through 9. An affirmation: I feel grateful for every blessing that fills my life at this very moment. So it's about being grateful for everything that you have, even the little things. And I posted something where when you're grateful for the little things, you allow for greater things to come in, because then you will be grateful for those things too. Let me see. I'm going to go into the Life Happens deck to see what comes out. If the life happens, we can see if there may be a situation where more gratitude is going to be called for, anything that may be connected, or maybe a separate message from the bouquet card that we just got. Chaos, courage. Let's just collectively submit this time. Any messages to collectively submit this time? The Answer Oracle. I don't know why I said life happens, but I think I said life happens. And if I did, there's certain things in life that just happen, you know? We lose people, we lose things. But sometimes we end up finding things that are better for us. And sometimes the losses are lessons that are meant to help propel us towards our greatest good, our highest good, even if it's heartbreaking and disappointing. Any messages to collectiveness, not the sun? Okay, worth. Efforts will be rewarded within reach. Success lies in hand. I was about to give up on this deck, but the fact that I was going to give up on this deck and be like, well, I guess no messages, that may be something that's going to be worth the wait. Things, something, whatever it is that you want, something that you may be currently waiting for, it will be well worth the wait. It's a matter of you, and it aligns because 9, like I said, is about a wish fulfillment, something coming forward, something. You have to be grateful for everything that you have already in order to receive whatever it is that you've been waiting for. It's going to be well worth the wait. You know, probably in the past, you've experienced a lot of rejection, and like, I know that people say rejection is God's redirection, and sometimes that's just what it is. But some things just aren't meant for you, you know, and what is worth the wait. It says negation, never forbid, taboo. You know, you something that's aligned with you. Whatever it was that you've experienced in the past that has led to rejection, it's because it wasn't for your highest good. It wasn't meant for you. Whatever it is that was the source of rejection, know that there's better for you out there, you know? All right. See if there's anything else. We got the tarot. Well worth the wait. And the traditional Lenormand deck, the bouquet indicates something that's surprising, something unexpected. I actually can look it up too. When I decided to learn Lenormand, I was looking at Labyrinthios. I think it's called Labyrinthos or Labyrinthios website. And okay, let's see. Don't you hate when you do a search and then you click out of it by mistake and then you have to do it all over again? Labyrinthios. Lenormand. Meanings. Bouquet. It's Labyrinthos. Let's look up bouquet. Okay, the bouquet Lenormand meanings, keywords of flattery, social life, pleasantness, cordiality, etiquette, politeness, appreciation. Joyful and light social interactions are represented by the bouquet Lenormand card. This card indicates that we are being presented with some of life's more pleasant occasions, and we should be taking some time to enjoy them. This card indicates that this is a good chance to develop friendships, reach out, and take pleasure in the kind of happiness that others can bring. The bouquet can also be an expression of gratitude and appreciation. It is a token of thanks and recognition that we give to both the people who support us and we receive from those who we support. We give to, I messed up there. Let me reread that. The bouquet can also be an expression of gratitude and appreciation. It is a token of thanks and recognition that we give to those who support us. This token can be both from sincere feelings or out of social politeness, or sometimes flattery with a hidden ulterior motive. It is up to the reader and the surrounding cards to determine which face of the bouquet is present. We did see with the life happen. I keep saying life happens. The answer oracle that worth the wait. You know, you possibly face a lot of rejection, and possibly you were receiving flattery. Maybe people were doing things or saying things just to try to get certain things out of you. They may have had an ulterior motive, and those situations may not have worked out well. And whatever it is that you would like to work out in your favor, it's going to happen. It's just, you're going to have to be patient. It's going to be worth the wait. And the card does say it's within reach. So it may be happening sooner than you think. Okay. So let's find out what this bouquet is. Tell us about the bouquet. We got one card that came out. 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups can be about illusions. It could be about confusion. It could be about options. Maybe in the past you had a lot of options and ultimately some of them led to rejection. And some of them may have been filled with false promises. Maybe even oversold themselves. But I think it's about having faith that the opportunity that is meant for you will arise when it's meant to, when it's within reach. Success lies in hand. Efforts will be rewarded. So whatever you've been working towards, whatever hard work, dedication that you've been putting towards something, you may be receiving recognition for that as well. And that was also mentioned in the Labyrinthos meaning of the bouquet. And then we have Temperance. It's a matter of maintaining a level of patience and also putting your efforts into things that have value to you. But Temperance is about moderation. Maybe some of you have been in situations where you kind of overgave and you were left dissatisfied with the return. You know, if someone wasn't reciprocal to you, then it's like right now you might be deciding, like, maybe choosing and maybe even more discerning about where you put your time and your energy towards, right? You see she's pouring, you know, sometimes you got to put a little bit more of yourself in certain things and a little bit less, but it's based on the situations that you're experiencing as well as the people that you are dealing with. If you already know how certain people play, then you already know how to be strategic in how you with your input and or your output. But this also requires patience because I did mention worth the wait. You know, maybe there's something that you've been working on and maybe feeling like it's never going to happen. You maybe feel like it's going to be another rejection. But in reality, it's like you're very close to whatever it is. It may come to you as a surprise. It may come unexpectedly. And it may be even better than you've ever expected. Let's see what else comes out. That card almost wanted to come out. I want to know what the Seven of Cups is. I want to know if we can find out exactly what the Seven of Cups is. What is the Seven of Cups for? What is the Seven of Cups for? What is the Seven of Cups for? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about emotions. There may be a new beginning with something. The beginning. What is this Ace of Cups with the Seven of Cups? Page of Wands. Some of you, so there may be some sort of communication. It could be flirty communication where someone may be trying to initiate something with, initiate something. Hangman, someone's getting a different perspective about something. So if this, because the Knight of Cups came out with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a fire sign energy. It's someone who's curious, who is playful, who is energetic. But the Knight of Cups is someone who is someone who expresses emotions. I want to look it up really quickly. Yeah. I feel like this, because you see here, there's the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I feel like the Knight of Cups energy wants to come forward, maybe wanting to come towards you. And this could maybe bring some level of confusion because if you've faced a lot of rejection in the past, you may be a little bit confused about, whether this particular message or emotional expression or love offer that's coming towards you is something that is worth investing in some way. So it could be a fire sign energy or it could be a water sign energy. Someone wants to come forward to you, take some sort of emotional or, make an emotional or romantic gesture towards you. When I look at the book, because this is a new tarot deck, so I typically like to read the book just so I could familiarize myself with the idea of, because I know the traditional tarot meanings, but then there's the imagery too. This is called what's this deck called? Clumsy. Sacred Witch Tarot. The Sacred Witch Tarot. And it says here is the idealistic, romantic, graceful, artistic, diplomatic, emotionally driven, creative vision, and a dreamer. So I feel like whoever this person is, it may be younger than you, but they may be having, you know how we tell our kids that they have big emotions? So this person may be coming towards you, but with big emotions, with this Ace of Cups coming in. The Knight of Cups symbolizes forward motion guided by the heart and intuition. Holding a cup carefully represents an emotional offering and creative inspiration. Ornate armor reflects imagination and sensitivity. The fish motifs signify adaptability and emotional depth. This card encourages the current to pursue their passions with creativity and emotional honesty. But if it's a love, it's emotional connection, deepening bonds, but possibly idealized expectations of love. And maybe that's where some of the confusion may be coming from too, because you may have certain expectations or ideas about what love is and how someone should approach you. And, if someone is approaching you in a certain way, maybe they're approaching you like in a playful way. They're flirty. You may be a little bit confused, like, okay, do you like me? Do you love me? Or do you just want to bang me? If it's with careers, that's creative problem solving, diplomacy at work, and successful negotiations. Right? And then if it's with finances, mediating disputes over money, finding innovative ways to increase income. So maybe some of you are entering into something where you want to start something new, and it may be having to do with the creative side of you, but it's also something that you really care about, and you may be wanting to initiate it. You want to have a new beginning with it, but you may be confused about what approach to take. There may be some sort of offer that may be coming towards you, and you may be a little confused about exactly if it aligns with you. It's something that kind of calls to your heart. Does it speak to you? Does it incite passion within you, And will it be emotionally fulfilling, for you? Will you be overflowing with love? Or, you can love what you do. You can love or hate what you do. But is this something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you? But with the Temperance, this is about moderation. When it comes to this, if there's any mental confusion, this is about you learning how to balance your head and heart, use your logical mind to make decisions, weigh the pros and cons, but also allow your heart to guide you intuitively. Like, is this something that's fulfilling for me? But is this also something that, if it's with money, is this something that's going to provide me extra income? Is it going to be worth putting my time and energy and effort towards? Is there going to be a good return on investment, But then it's like sometimes you can't always do things because of the money or because it feels good to do it, and it's the same thing with relationships, Hi, how are you? Thank you for watching and joining. I hope you're having a good day, Lou. So yeah, strength. Some of you are also maybe having to tame or moderate the way you're thinking about something. With the Strength card coming out, this is about you taming insecurities, facing your fears, being courageous and brave as you're going towards something that you care about, that brings you passion, and not allowing any mental confusion to kind of deter you from pursuing whatever it is that you want to do. Because the Knights, they pursue, they take action, Remember, pages, they give messages, they they relay messages, but knights take action, you know? So there may be something that you're really passionate about, emotionally passionate about too. Okay, let's see what else comes out. I'm not going to be on for too long because, you know, let's see what else comes out. And we have two, it's like whatever you're working on is a matter of you also being patient with the process, because we have worth. And when I started off the reading, the worth card, I was saying something's going to be worth the wait. You may have experienced a lot of rejection in the past, and now whatever it is you're working towards, you're going to see efforts being rewarded. Something's going to be within reach, and success lies ahead, lies in hand, you know? So whatever you're working towards, you're going to see success in it. But it's just don't allow any confusion or any distractions to get in your way. Anything else we need to know? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's about continuing to focus on what you're doing, honing in on your craft, not allowing yourself to be distracted. But also, this is somebody who can be escaping into whatever it is that they want to do. But I feel like it's more so that whatever you're working on, putting your time and effort in, that you're trying to perfect, continue to do that, because it's what's going to allow you to see some sort of progress in what you're doing. But I also see Nine of Wands. So this has to do with, you know, having a lot of battles and overcoming a lot of adversity. But you're someone, whoever resonates with this reading, you could be somebody that has faced a lot of adversity, faced a lot of challenges, but you're someone who doesn't quit. You're not a quitter. But you may be at this place where you're trying to decide which crossroads you want to take, and you know what actions you want to take, because wands are about actions. But here it's like you're deciding which path to take, especially when it comes to something that you've been focusing your efforts on, focusing your attention on. Let's see, do you have any more? What's the advice? What's the advice? Because I feel like with the worth card, I feel like the worth and the bouquet card, they're indicating that's like the outcome, that you're going to be receiving recognition. You're going to be receiving recognition, possibly even a gift, or something that's just going to let you know that you're on the right path, that someone's grateful for you, or that your efforts are appreciated, or whatever you've been putting your effort towards, it will be appreciated. Oh, a card just flew off. What's that advice? Advice is continue to follow your passions, remain emotionally stable and grounded. You know, continue to work on what it is that fills your heart, something that fills your emotional cup. And continue to be a compassionate person. And to continue, like, it's like with the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, it's like whatever you're moving towards or you've been putting your efforts towards, it's going to bring some sort of level up in your life. And it's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. But it's just a matter of you continuing to put in the effort, you know, and don't allow yourself to get caught up in a crossroads and confused about which directions to take, you know, and, you know, be courageous, stand your ground when necessary, allow yourself to shine with the Strength card. Don't hide in the background anymore if you were someone who hides. Because whatever you're working towards, there's going to be some sort of positive transformation, because we do see the sun there in the card. And this card, the Strength card, is Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun. Continue to maintain some level of loyalty to yourself, to whatever you're working towards. And also Page of Cups came out too. So there's a lot of Cups energy here. And the Page of Cups is basically like, continue to express yourself and whatever you're putting your efforts towards. It could be something that you really care about, that you may even, it's like, it's a part of yourself that you're going to be sharing. But whatever you're working towards, it's going to be a positive outcome for you. Okay, let's get the Moonology cards out to see what advice they have for you. Moonology. Is the audio good? If you're still there, Lou, does the audio sound good? Can you let me know? Okay, what is the advice for whoever resonates with this reading? What is the advice for whoever resonates with this reading? Okay, look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. That full moon in Sagittarius takes place in June because that's Gemini season. So June, July. So that may be significant. Look at the bigger picture. You know, maybe some of you are placing a lot of attention because we did see the Eight of Coins, and the Eight of Coins, he's very focused, but it's about paying attention to the details. But sometimes when you're focusing too much on the details, okay, thank you, Lou. If you're focusing too much on the details, you may be missing the bigger picture. So, you know, maybe sometimes you're going to have to take a step back to just to gain a bigger perspective of things, especially if it's something that you're working on. You know, you may be wanting to perfect it in some way, but then, you know, that could be a hindrance in some way. So, you know, sometimes you're going to have to take a step back. Okay. Any other advice? I like how the look at the bigger picture ties in with the Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles, he's someone who's very focused on what he's doing. He's perfecting his craft, you know, because he wants that Ten of Pentacles. He wants that abundance. He wants that financial security. Anything else? Okay, bring love into the situation. We did see a lot of cups energy. We saw the Page of Cups, we saw the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, definitely make sure that whatever you're working on, that you're not losing sight, that you're so focused mentally on what you're working on that you forget the reason why you're working on it, because this is something that you care about. This is something that you love. This is a part of you. So you want to have that, whatever you're working on, you want it to also have that emotional impact for whoever may be receiving it, or who may be on the other end of it. And it says new moon in Aquarius. New moon in Aquarius will be in, I think it most likely will be in February. So February and June may be significant, and confidence is your key to success. And we did see the Strength card here. And this is the new moon in Leo, which will be in, I believe it'll probably be in July or August. So February, June, and August may be significant months. Okay, but what Lion, Leo energy, this is Leo energy, we mentioned that. It's like, be confident in what you're doing. Have faith that what you're working on will bring success to you. Whatever you're working on, whatever efforts that you've been putting, it has been well worth it. And if you face any rejections or have faced any rejection, as they say, is God's redirection, you know? So it's like I was mentioning, happy, like there's going to be success in the situation, but just as long as you look at the bigger picture, you make sure you don't lose sight of why you're working on something, like the emotional connection that has you working on something in particular. Make sure that you maintain that emotional connection. Make sure that you're still in love with what you're doing, and also remain confident that whatever you're working towards, whatever you're working on is going to be successful, that there will be success. Success lies in hand for you. So I'm going to end the reading there. I hope you have a great day, Lou. I most likely will see you later. Thank you so much for watching. And if this reading resonates with you at all, please like, share, and subscribe. My name is Tan. I'm your reader, and this is Artemis Oracle. I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening ahead whenever you watch this replay. Bye.